Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So this one's going to be a quick one about the easier you are to trigger. So the easier you are to trigger, to get upset, and all of those different things, the easier you are to be manipulated. The easier you are to be controlled. The easier you get upset, it really means the weaker that you are, okay? Because the easier you get upset, it means that you are further away from love. Love is peace, joy, kindness, patience, self-control, all of those things, okay? So if you are in love and synced up with love and staying in love as opposed to staying in fear or choosing fear, love is strength and power. Everything else is less than love and weaker. So if you are in love and you are working on it and you're becoming aware that being in love is being in power, then if someone comes into the room and they say, they start being obnoxious and disrespectful and just saying dumb things, because that's what people do, and trying to get your attention and trying to get you fired up, and they're wanting to suck your energy from you is what they're wanting to do. But these types of people who do that, these types of people who trigger you intentionally, the thing is, they don't want your love energy. They don't want peace, joy, contentment, happiness, kindness, sharing. They don't want that type of energy, because those people are not functioning from that type of energy, because they are inverted. Those people that would want you to be fired up and they would want to trigger you, they want the opposite of, they want you to transform your love energy, your love as a souled individual. They want you to transfer that energy into their type of energy, which is negativity. It's negativity. It's selfishness, greedy, anger, lust, all of those things. So they want you to take your love energy and twist it and manipulate it and give them the energy that they want to have, okay? That is what's happening. So, the further you are in love, the more synced up with love that you are, then the easier it is to catch when people are trying to manipulate you and do things like that to you. Someone comes into a room and they, and it could be someone that doing this, a lot. Someone is doing this to you all of the time. And here's the thing. I've gone over this quite a bit on how we can forgive people. Say there's someone who does this to you all the time. And it seems like it's intentional, right? It seems like they are intentionally pushing your buttons every time they see you, It's like, every time I see this person, we always get in a disagreement every single time. It could be a family member, it could be a coworker, it could just be someone from a small town you keep running into at stores or whatever. And I know it sounds crazy or whatever, but many times these people that are doing this and it seems like that they are intentionally trying to push your buttons, may not even be aware that they're doing it. They're not even aware that that's what is going on with them. They don't even know it. They just know, they just think the same thing. They think the same thing as you do, but they're the ones that are instigating this every single time, right? So these people are very separated from love. That's what's happening. They are disconnected from love, okay? The further disconnected from love you get, the more you need other people's energy, right? Because love is power. Love is the strongest. Love is what everybody wants and what you need. But when you decide you're going to separate yourself from love by choosing to do all these things that are in opposition to love, because of the nature of your mind and your body, our mind and our body are in opposition to love by nature, by the nature of this the human condition we are existing in at this era of time. Your mind and your body are in opposition to love. So if you are solely functioning from your mind and your body, then by default, you're doing everything that goes against love. Okay? If you do not learn that that is true, okay, and that all of your problems that you are experiencing are from going against love, which is the superpower. Okay, love is the most high. Love is the strongest. So if you are doing things that goes against the strongest, okay, love is just like a big giant kid. I'm sure you've seen this, where there's a little kid that's coming up and trying to fight the big kid, and he puts his hand on the big kid's head, and the little kid is just swinging. And there's like, the little guy has no chance, right? So that is exactly what love is doing, okay? Love is not going to lose. Love has never lost. Love is the strongest by far. And love is the most high, and it's the most powerful. So anybody or anything that is doing anything to go against love is just spinning their wheels, because love is the strongest, the most high. It's so strong. Love is so strong and so powerful that it does not have to prove itself. That's the thing about it. Love does not have to prove that it's strong, because it knows inherently that it is the strongest and the most valuable, and it's the boss, it's the king. So anybody and anything that's going against love is going to lose. You're going to lose if you go against love, and it's going to be painful. The longer you choose to go against love, the more painful everything becomes. And really, like, the longer you choose to go against love, if you start getting a hint of understanding what I'm telling you to be true, right? Okay, you start getting little hints of this, because everybody is getting little hints of this, because that's the process of what love is doing. Okay, you need to understand that what we need to do is to recognize that our mind and our body are not doing loving things. Okay, our mind and our body are going against love. So the whole purpose of everything is to recognize that there's circumstances that's been happening your whole life to teach us this, to show us exactly what I'm telling you, that our mind and our body in these systems, they go against love. They're not for love. They're not of love. Okay, so we as souled individuals, we have the opportunity to choose, do we want to line up with love and be of love and love and be eternal and everlasting, right? Or do we want to say no, and we want to keep doing all the bad things, so-called bad things? The bad things we talk about are literally things that are just not love. They're opposite of love. You can look up a list of qualities of love, a list of qualities. You could say, like, a bad list of qualities. You could type that in, right? The list of love qualities are going to be the opposite of the list of bad qualities. So bad is just not love. It's in opposition to love. That is what bad is. So these, and what is good and what is bad and what is love being, okay, what is of love and of life is already determined. That is not up for discussion about if it's for life and then it's for love, then it's loving. If it is manipulating and for death and for all of these other things, okay, it's not of love. It's not loving. We don't get to make those. We don't get to make the rules of reality of what is love and what is not love. Okay, those already exist. So what our free will is for is to choose. Do you want to choose love, or do you want to choose opposite of love? Do you want to recognize that love is like best case scenario all of the time with everything always, and that all these things that are in place of love, they're anti-love, which means in place and opposite of love, are things that we do not want? It's what we're getting and what we have, but that's because we are going against love. We are actively choosing to go against love, whether you know this or you don't know this. So I don't want to say actively for everybody. Okay, there are a portion of people that are actively, meaning they know full well what love is, and they are choosing to go directly against it. Okay? Those would be people that don't want anyone to have free will. Okay, we have free will. What we have free will to do is to choose love or not to choose love, to go against love. And now is the time to choose. I've gone over that quite a bit too. You either choose love and sync up with love, or you don't choose love. And love, you get stronger and more powerful, more content. You get all the gifts of love, which is joy, peace, contentment, kindness, and patience, self-control. All of these things, those are of love. And then all the things that aren't love are all the things that you're going to get if you don't choose to stop going against love. So if you continue to choose to go against love, you're going to get further and further and further and further and further away from love. So the further, love is like the power source, okay? Love is the reason that there's anything at all. Love is the creative energy, life force of the entirety of everything. It's love. So if you choose to cut yourself off from that, that's your power source. That's what's literally keeping you alive. It's life, okay? Love is life. If you choose to continue to go against love, you're going against life, okay? So you are becoming less alive when you choose to kick the love out, right? So what does less alive mean, right? It's just like flowers, okay? Flowers, they're growing, they're beautiful. You cut them off and stick them in the vase, right? To give them as a gift or whatever. Well, those flowers have been cut off, okay? You can stick them in the vase with water and supplements or whatever, and they will appear if they're as alive flowers for a period of time. But since you have removed their power source, okay, they are not going to grow and they are not alive anymore. You remove their power source. So they can look alive, right? But they're not alive. And those are dead flowers, even though for a little while they still look alive. So the nature of this reality, there are people who are here and they have actively chosen, they know what I'm trying to say, okay? They already know, and they have chosen to go against love. They don't want love. They hate love, okay? So they have attempted to cut themselves off from love. And the more that they are successful with that, the more and the further away from love that they get, the more dead they become, okay? There are people who look just like us, and they know the right things to say, and they speak English, and they have good color skin. They appear to be alive, right? Okay, but they are completely cut off from love. They are separated from love. I guess not completely, because then you really wouldn't be alive. But there's progressions of people. So if you love love and you're synced up with love, you're up here, right? But if you choose to start cutting yourself off, it's less love and less love and less love, and love is life, okay? So you're losing life, which is goodness and all the things of love. You're losing that, and you're getting down to here. So how do you think people down here who have cut themselves off from love, usually by deception, a huge portion of regular souled individuals, they have been deceived in cutting themselves off from love by participating in a ton of activities and systems that just go directly against love, okay? Love and life and joy and peace, contentment, happiness, kindness. You can't support systems, and you can't support systems that are the opposite of all of that and expect to be able to remain synced up with love. You just can't do it. You can't do it. And it's a slippery slope. You think, oh, well, I can do a little bit of that and I can be okay. Well, the next thing you know, you're sliding down the slope and you have like really gotten lost and really separated yourself from love, okay? I'm specifically talking about, I'm not even gonna say what I'm specifically talking about, because I'm gonna do another video about that. It's things that have been normalized. They seem normal, okay? They seem normal in this day and age for us to be doing. And these systems, they seem normal because we grow up in them, and whatever you grow up with and whatever you see, that becomes normalized. So It's not normal, so-called normal, okay? It's not love-based to see somebody as the opposite, to see somebody and decide that you're going to treat them like an object, okay? You can't treat them like an object because humans are not objects, okay? As souled individuals, we have the capacity for love and understand love. We're transmitters and receivers of love. We are not we're not a little doll baby, you know what I mean, made out of plastic or whatever. It's just like, you can't treat people like objects and expect to remain connected to love or have love, because that's not loving. It's not the nature of love. Joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, patience, sharing. It's like things that we don't even understand all the way. When they say two people can become one, like I understand that to a degree, and I would like to do a video about that soon. It's just, it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. We don't have full understanding of everything yet. But what I'm saying is, you can't treat other people like objects and expect to remain in love. It's not loving. So just know there are people out there. Do not project your goodness onto other people, okay? It's a trick. Other people, they may be good, but we were supposed to test everybody. Trust, but validate. Test the energy and the intentions of other people that are around you, okay? Because everybody can smile. Everybody can smile, you know? People are really good at that. How do you think liars? They smile to your face and they pretend that they're loving and they know the right things to say. These are liars, though. They lie. They say they're going to fix something or do something, and then they just don't, okay? If someone is of love, okay, they will have evidence in their life and proof of things that they have done, people they have seen, or anything. It's called, you will see the evidence of love being in their life, okay? So that's what you need to search for, not listening to the words that come out of people's mouths, looking for the proof and the evidence in people's lives of if they are of love or if they're not of love. So with that, I'm going to call that one good, and much love and many thanks, and thank you. I love you. Thank you.